think Christianity, I just think of a really broad category because there's so many different sub denominations in Christianity. So I kind of think of it as that like a world religion that it is in America at least divided up a lot into different denominations, and so that looks different in how other people even define Christianity based on a denomination or non-denominational. It makes me think of that. The church as well, just Christianity is celebrated through local churches around, and I go to a local church to represent my Christianity. So those are some things that I think about. Yeah, I personally think that everybody's a work in progress. I would say if someone's like, I graduated from Christianity, I know everything there is to know, I would challenge that and be like, I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's possible to be graduated or like professional Christian. I think I'm a work in progress, so I know that I've grown a lot since I've become a Christian. I know that I've made a lot of progress, but I know I still have a lot of progress to keep going as well. So yeah, I'm in the middle, and I think I'll always be in the middle, but my goal is that I always keep growing. I don't want to stay stagnant and lack growth, but I recognize I always have something to learn within Christianity, within the Bible, just personal walk with the Lord kind of stuff too. So yeah. I definitely think that's an area that I can grow. I think I try to pray every day. I try to read my Bible every day when I wake up before I come to school. And with that, I pray before I read. And then after, I try to pray because of what I've read, because of what I've learned. And then also just prayer requests. Specifically in this season, asking the Lord to help me show up every day and trust in Him and not in myself. Pausing in my walk with the Lord in my day-to-day life is hard for me to pause and stop and reflect and pray. I have a hard time doing that because I'm kind of go, just that type of person. So I think being still and praying, like I hear people pray, for 30 plus minutes on their own, and I'm like, man, I need to be like that because I'm like 5 minutes, okay, I'm done. I'm on to the next thing. And so that's an area I could grow, but also an area I think I've grown as well. I have a little book that's kind of a guide to pray about different things. So today I prayed about my family, and tomorrow I'll pray about leaders, like leaders in the United States, in the world, in my church, at school, like just leaders in general. Pray for just growth. There's a lot of different categories and like verses they connect with to give us a reason why we should pray for that. So yeah, so that's an area I've progressed, but still have a lot of room for growth too. Yeah, I definitely experienced a lot of dry seasons where I feel far from God. Even last semester, I did not feel the nearness of God very often. It was just a semester of feeling far and not very close relationally. And I think the first thing I do is, recognizing it, being like, wow, I do not feel close to God right now. Like, I feel far. I don't really want to pray. I don't want to read. Those are not things I naturally desire right now. And so I think that's my, yellow flag to myself, something's up here when I'm not desiring to do those things, and I'm begrudgingly reading my Bible or praying, or I'm sleeping past my alarm because I don't want to pray. But then I talk to my husband about it just to be like, I just feel this way and I don't like it and I don't want to stay in this spot. I want to get out of this feeling, because I have to recognize that's a feeling that I don't feel near God, but the truth is that He is near to me even when I don't feel like it. So talking with people I trust about, and I want them to remind me of the truth, because I need to be reminded of the truth by people around me. So I just rely on others, and then I pray, Lord, I feel far from you. I do not feel your presence near me at all. So talking to other people and talking to God about it are what I do. Well, at first I didn't. So, like, whenever I became a Christian, it was really hard to read 3 days out of the week. I was struggling to get that time in. And I think back then it was a priorities thing for me. It was an issue with priorities. Like, I was in school, I had a lot going on, so I felt tired all the time. And the reality is that I could swap out 10 minutes on my phone or on Facebook or Instagram, and I know that I have that time to like swap it out with reading the Bible because I can see my screen time and I know that that's there. So back then it was just like, this is a priority problem for myself that I need to fix, and I need to sacrifice something in order to do it. I guess with that, I have to also see that the Bible is worth sacrificing time for, you know, like I do believe the Bible will change me and grow me. And the only way I'm going to know about God or feel near to Him is if I know Him, and I know Him by reading His Word. So it's those steps that I feel like, okay, I know I need to read, I know I need to pray, even when I don't feel like it, because it totally changes the trajectory of my day. Like if someone says something to me that's like off-putting, it's easier for me to respond like in grace or in love whenever I remember who God is and who I am, because I've read that morning and I'm reminded of those true things. But if I don't read, it kind of just feels like it spirals in my day, honestly, and I feel like I'm not operating out of God's kindness or His love. It's a lot easier for me to like snap and be rude because I'm not grounded in what the truth is. So I would say I've grown a lot in how many times I read. And I still, like, last summer, I was doing this reading plan, I was going so hard, and I was, like, really consistent, and then the summer came, it just, yeah, I just stopped doing it, I haven't picked it back up. Yeah, and so, yeah, I mean, it depends on the season, but right now I know that's, like, I need that. Like, my soul needs it, and I feel that a lot right now, and so that motivates me to keep reading. And even when I don't feel like, okay, it's not just for me, it's like for my husband too, it's for the people that I'm around, that I want to keep reading and understanding, also just to answer questions about the Bible that people have, like to be more confident in what it says, to be able to defend it. Like I have to know what it says. And a lot of Christians don't know what the Bible says, you know, they're like, oh yeah, I heard about this story one time from somebody, and I don't want to just hear about it, I want to know it. So that's another thing that motivates me.